Good day to you, Dunecrest American School students, teachers, staff, parents, all of our team. I'm so excited to welcome you to Magnificent Monday. And a magnificent day it has been. School has been fabulous today. We've enjoyed the lessons. We've enjoyed you punching holes in that darkness of ignorance. We are just battling it out, making sure that we get smarter and smarter every single day. I love it. To parents, I've had a few folks call me today and send me some emails and asking about, listen, things are going great. How can I help? How can I get involved? I will tell you what, yesterday we gave you the chance to take your family to the zoo. Of course, you did go virtually. You didn't go physically, but that's okay. Today, I'm going to encourage you and your children to go to the library. Yes, reading quality good literature is the number one way to work that brain out, to make it smarter, get that muscle going good. You might say, well, Mr. Bill, how can I go to the library when we're asked to stay at home? It's easy peasy. Our library uses a system called Fullet, and the Fullet library system is now online. You got it. So if you will look at this letter that's right down here, you will see a link here. And so if you was to go to this link, I'm just going to put search with Google on it just so I can pull it up, and Destiny Discover Home. So I'm going to click on that one. And when it clicks up, now I've been logged in several times today, but you may have to, I'm already logged in. If you do, it does ask you to log in. Here is the username and the password right here. It's easy peasy. You just log in there and do it, okay? And so on this, you have all kinds of options on different learning links you can use, different books. I'm going to focus on the books because I'm sort of a book person. I like to read at least 10 or 20 books a day, okay? And then once you do that, you can see over here on the left, it'll bring it up by series, by author, grade levels. I mean, this is all the way from grades, our emerging readers, from the little guys, all the way to our high school students. So there's something here for everybody. And I'm just going to, why not this? Look at this, skyscrapers. We live in Dubai. Wouldn't we want to know about skyscrapers? So we'll just click on skyscrapers. And what it does is I'm going to go ahead and make my picture smaller, so we can focus on learning about skyscrapers. Now, don't let that view right there make you scared. I know you're looking up some tall buildings, but you're just in front of your computer. It'll be okay. So we're going to open the Lightbox book, and then that's going to take us to the table of contents pages. We can see it all right here, okay? So I'm just going to start with the first page. And so we have some options. Once you push on a page, you can read what it says, and then you just click for the next page. Easy peasy, you can do that. Or if you do like me, I like to go a little more in depth. Or let's say that this might be a book that's stretching you. You might not necessarily have all the vocabulary. Do you see this little button right here that's got the speaker on it? We're going to push that and let's see what happens.
Reaching for the sky. The elevator door slid open. Amelia and
That's
her friend.
right. It will read the book to you. So if you feel like if you need some assistance, you can do that. You can even read along with the book if you're a younger child, okay? Or let's say, I just really want to go more in depth to this. If you click either right here where it has the little arrow there or up here, either one, does not matter. This is how you go deeper into the subject. So look what happens when we find out about more information on skyscrapers.
At 2,716 feet, the Burj Khalifa is the tallest structure ever built on Earth. Towering over the city of Dubai
right. Dubai is mentioned in this book. So I'm going to get rid of that. So parents, it'll be so exciting. You can take a virtual trip to the library, check you out as many books as you want. There's thousands of books to choose from. Get out there, enjoy some time reading and expanding your mind. So parents, right here again, this shows you how to get this fun family activity during Magnificent Monday. You can do this. You can even do it during Terrific Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So you have all these exciting things. If you have trouble, here's a little bit more information on how you can click and move on to more stuff. Also, with the emails I received today, again, people are saying, hey, how can I make sure my kid's doing okay, make sure they're doing well? We want to make sure we have straight A's. I love that. I love that. Remember, we want the students learning. So here's some things that we can do. Parents, again, I'll say the number one thing is designate a place in your house where your child is going to learn every day. It really needs to be the same place. And that's where they go, and that's where they have school. They need to be learning independently. Okay. And so we don't necessarily want you doing all the work for them. We don't want a nanny doing all the work for them. We don't want their friends calling and do all the work for them. They need to do the work independently. Let's make this a place that you can stay focused and that you can stay engaged. Okay. So not a lot of distractions, or no distractions would be even better. Also, email your child's classroom teacher. They say you don't understand stuff. Email and ask. It's no problem. We love answering questions at Dunecrest American School. Ask us all the questions you want. If it's something that even after you send an email and I still don't think I understand this, email your teacher, ask students, and ask for them to come on, and y'all can do a Google Hangouts. It's real live times. You can ask the question, they can answer it. You can ask another question, they can answer it. We can explain things. That's why we have Google Hangouts. You can have a virtual meeting. This is how all of us are meeting right now across the globe. And so you can do this too with your teacher. It's very, very exciting. So take advantage of that. Get involved. Parents, ask your child to give you a brief summary of what they learned every single day. In other words, when you're at dinner, say, tell me what you learned today at school. And don't allow them to give you one-word answers like nothing or everything or it was the best thing in my life. No, we want to go deep. What did you learn? How is this going to help you? How is this going to impact your future? Ask them these questions. We want you to get involved with the kids and make sure that they're pushing themselves, okay? What else can you do? You can monitor your child's deadlines. This is always something we all struggle with. If we have something due on Thursday, how are we making sure that we are making sure that we're staying on track to get that done? So really monitor those and do what we need to do. And the most important that we can all do is we stay positive. Woo! Go Team Dunecrest. You have to stay positive. We are in uncharted waters, as we all know. Never in the history of mankind has something like this happened to our globe, where every country has sort of shut down. So we've got to find ways of making things work. We have to give each other good feedback. We have to get each other suggestions, but we do this always in a positive way. We're all doing the best we can. We know there's no such thing as a perfect situation, but you know what? You can make a choice. You can be a positive person or a negative person. Always be positive. Positive is the way to get things done. Speaking of positive, I also want you to use your mind on how you can be successful in this. Sometimes you just have to be imaginative about things. In other words, the power of imagination is the ultimate creative power. All right, being imaginative, being creative, being inventive, being an entrepreneur. This is all about your imagination. One dramatic example of a powerful and vivid imagination is that of Air Force Colonel George Hall. Now, he was a prisoner of war and was locked in a box, a dark box in prison for 7 grueling years. All right, can you imagine that, just being locked in a box for 7 years? Every day, Hall played a full game of golf in his imagination, in his mind. He used the power of his brain to work on his swing and to see the ball cascading off into the sunset, getting those holes in ones. That's what he did. In his imagination, he played these golf games because he was an avid golfer and he loved the game, like many of your moms and dads love the game. 1 week after he was released from the POW camp, that's prisoner of war camp, he entered the Greater New Orleans Open, and listen to this, he shot a 76 on a par 72 course. That is amazing golf. His golf ability actually improved because he used his powerful brain's ability to visualize things. He hadn't played golf in 7 years, and when he did, he actually improved because he could visualize things. He could imagine getting the ball into the hole to make it happen. Arnold Schwarzenegger, 5-time Mr. Universe, 4-time Mr. Olympia, the Terminator, I'll be back. Yes, this is what he states about his training when he was doing all this. As long as the mind can envision the fact that you can do something, you can do it. I visualize myself being there, already having achieved the goal, It's mind over matter. So in other words, if you're working on something, or if you need some added input, or you need some, creative genius, think about how you can use your imagination and be creative. We all have to be creative right now. We have to imagine, how can we make things better? How can I do my virtual school learning better? How can I improve? We always have to use this. Be creative, be ingenuitive. Use that creativity in you, and that imagination. Sorry, I don't have the corona, sorry. Dream the impossible and make the impossible happen through your actions, not your words, your actions. That's what matters. Actions always speak louder than words. You have a choice, my friends. You can make it a great day, or you can make it a fantastic day. The choice is yours. At Dunecrest American School, we're about raising student achievement every day, every way. Now go out there, use your brain, imagine all the amazing things that you can do, and I know you're going to have a great virtual school experience. Have a super day, my families, my parents, my students, my teachers, and my staff. You're all doing a wonderful job.